Today I'm going to be showing you this great big acrylic paint set that I got from the range. It's got 48 different colours in it, and when I saw it online I thought they were going to be really tiny little tubes, but it turns out it's this huge great big set and it's really quite heavy. The price was $29.99, that's why I thought they would be a lot smaller, because that's quite a good price. So it was from the range, and then when I got to the till there was another 30% off, so they cost just over £20. So as of today, which we are in March 2025, that was the price. Now I can't guarantee that that will always be the price. Well, that's what they were when I got them, which I thought was quite good. So they're Art Studio's premium acrylic paints, and they're all-purpose water-based permanent acrylic paint. So you can wash your brushes with water, but when they dry they are waterproof. So if you get them on your clothes, either wear old clothes like I am today. These are my it's an old pyjama top, and that is some blue acrylic paint that I got on it ages and ages and ages ago. I can't even remember what I was painting with it, and this top has been washed loads and loads, and as you can see the paint doesn't come out. So if you get it on your clothes or on anything like your chair or fabrics or whatever, try and wash it off before it dries, because if it dries it won't come out, and it's probably not even guaranteed to come out if you're trying to wash it off before it's dried. So having said that as well, it does mean that acrylic paint is also good for painting on fabric. So if you really work it into the fabric, it could probably survive a few washes. And also good for painting on things that you're not going to wash, like a canvas tote bag or a shopping bag or something like that. Maybe onto a hat you can paint with it, as well as all your usual stuff painting on paper and canvases. So I'm going to be testing out the colours, and I have printed off a colour chart already. So this was just a blank chart off Google. I typed in to search for a blank label template, so that's what this is. I just needed something with enough squares on to test all the colours in. So some of the colour names I've already wrote on, and some I haven't because I couldn't see what they were called underneath this big label. So I'll carry on writing in the colours, and then I'm going to test all the colours. So it really is quite big. I'm going to have to move it off the desk to do that. And the reason that I test the colours on a chart like this is it's nice to have all the colours in one small space together so I can see them all, and then it's easier to pick which colour I want. And also it's a way of seeing how they will turn out when they're dry, because the colour might change very slightly from when they're wet to when they're dry. So that's a good way of testing that out. So I'll just move this off the desk. And I've got a little pot of water, some tissue and a paintbrush. Now before you start painting, wet your paintbrush first and then dab it on the tissue. This just makes your brush very slightly damp. It's not wet, there's no water on, but it's damp, because a dry paintbrush, the bristles are thirsty, so the bristles will be absorbing the water instead of absorbing your paint. So when it comes to painting, you're not getting a brush that's just soaking up all the paint, because it's dry, and it should be easier to clean because it's not soaked the paint deep into the bristles. So now I'll just fill in those colour names that I couldn't see before I opened the packet, and then we'll start painting. I'll just take a little little look at one of the bottles as well. So for example, this is Rainy Day Grey, and it says on the bottle, the waterproof paint is creamy, has a silky sheen when dry and can be painted over quickly. Due to its adhesive properties, this paint allows you to work on any moderately absorbent ground that is free of grease and dust. And the paint comes with a little flip cap, so there is a little hole in the top, so you're not tipping out too much, because a little bit will go a long way. And they're all sealed inside, so I will have to open them all. And I think what I'll do, so I don't get the end all clogged with paint, because I'm not painting anything right now, I'm just testing the colours. I think when I open these, I will just dip a little bit of the brush in to do the colour chart and then put the lid back on, so that the paint's not drying up the nozzle, because it might be a while before I actually use them to paint something with. Okay, I'm just going to quickly show you how I am unsealing the bottles, because it's not that easy. So unscrew the lid. These don't seem to peel off. They are really well sealed on. You can't really pierce it. It seems a little bit over the top, really. So I've just got some really sharp little scissors, and just dig them in and cut around the edge. And it's a bit of a messy job, so put something down on a surface, because that lid then pops off, and then wipe the scissors on a tissue, because I don't want to get that colour in the next one that I open. So I'm just going to have to do that with all the bottles to open them before I test them. Right, that is the colour chart done. I didn't film it because there was a lot of messing about opening all of those little bottles, getting the seals open on them, and it was quite a messy job. So this is the colour chart all filled in, and they dry pretty quickly because I've only put a very thin layer of paint on. So you get quite a few bright colours, pastel colours, you get a white and a black. There's 4 fluorescent colours, and then there's also these metallic colours as well, including a gold, a silver. There's a metallic white that's quite pearly. As you can see, there is a sheen on all of those colours on that section there. You might have to put maybe another coating of paint on. I have only put a thin layer on, but they're quite see-through really, especially the gold, so you might have to put a base colour underneath before you paint over it with the gold. But there's quite a few nice colours there, and of course you can mix all of the colours together to make new colours and unique colours. So it's quite a good set, especially if you're just starting out and you want some acrylic paints. So thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.